You were there. I didn't see you. My name is Dan from Dynamite Life. I want to wish you guys a happy holidays and making sure that if you do drink, do not drive. Welcome back, everybody. I just realized how 2018 is coming to an end and how 2019 is starting. And when I take a look back at the year that was, I realized that 2018 really started rough for me. It started with, my diagnostic of my keratoconus, which is my eye disease, was getting worse and worse, especially my left eye. So I was losing vision increasingly fast. I mean, from month to month, it was very noticeable. And that, of course, brought on a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of issues to deal with. So I took a year off from work, which is something I've never done. I've never actually, spent an extended period of time without working, not that much. And I took some time off to be able to have the surgeries that I thought I really needed. I sat down with my doctors and they told me what kind of surgeries, what kind of options I had. And I was sitting there one day at work and just contemplating all the surgeries I was going to have to go through. And that was really stressful, very, it brought on a lot of anxiety. And I decided to go for it. At first I was like, is it going to be worth all the pain and all of that and all the recovery? And I can tell you that, yes, it was. So I had the crosslinking surgery, which was done in both eyes, and it hurts like hell, and it was not pleasant. And it took me a long while to be able to, at least, it took me long enough to be able to see again and be able to resume my activities. Then I had the corneal transplant. There was something else, and, that's still some pain, and it is not something that you want to take lightly. I gotta say, it wasn't the worst experience in the world. I would, if I had to, I'd do it all over again. But it's not something that you take. It's not a fun vacation. You can't really do anything. You can't read. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't have water in your eyes. You can't wear t-shirts. So that's kind of like all the things you have to do after surgery. Anyone that had any kind of surgery, you do understand, even if it's just like dental surgery, there's always a time that you have to recuperate. And depending on the surgeries, the time is going to be longer or shorter. And I also had the photoretractive PRK surgery as well to be able to make sure that I can be able to see and just lead a normal life. Now, through that year, I not only went through surgeries, and while I was recuperating, I was also tackled with, I also decided to tackle the bipolar disorder the mood disorder that kind of, was hinted on, because when the keratoconus started, I had a lot of, like I said, anxiety, depression, all of that. So I was really reluctant to go see someone because of that. And then when I went to see someone, of course, with, a lot of therapies and talking to someone and exams and whatnot, they discovered and they told me I had a diagnostic that I had a mood disorder. So that was something else I had to deal with this year. And I'm glad that I took the time off, because I was able to not only deal with the keratoconus, I was also able to acclimate myself with what bipolar disorder was, what it meant, what the mood disorder entailed to me, what kind of effect it had on my life, and what I was able to do with it. Now, I went through multiple workshops, therapy, group therapies, to be able to understand as much as possible, to be able to connect with people that also had the same issues that I had, be able to take tricks and tips from them. I've been very blessed that I was able to find people not only within these groups, but also online on the social medias, groups on these subjects were able to assist me. A lot of people are going through the same thing. It made me feel like I was not alone, like I was actually had people that understood what I was going through, and it made me feel like I wasn't alienated, So I think that's a very important feeling to feel when you go through these things. Now, on the outset of this all, the year is ending, and the PRK surgery, the photoretractive surgery, was a success for me. My left eye is doing way better. It was only done on my left eye, so I am really looking forward to have it done on my right eye in 2019, so I can be able to live my normal life and maybe put that behind me. I would be very grateful if I can. But for now, I'm just happy that I'm able to see things that I wasn't able to see before. I'm able to read things that I wasn't able to read. I'm able to reconnect with things that I didn't reconnect with for a long time. And that basically means that my outlook at things are also going to change. That definitely has to change. In 2019, the way that I'm going to react to things, the way I'm going to see things is going to be very different, because I've learned so much through this year. And I've learned that your cognitive approach to things, the way you see things, the way you react to things is really a big part of what we can do to actually control how things affect us. Things are going to happen no matter what, but you can always change the way that you react to them. And the best way to change the way that you react to them is to, at first, see them differently. I'll give you an example. There was a time in my life where I don't know what was up with me, but if I was walking down the street and someone would smile at me and spark a conversation, let's say because I'm walking my dog, it would annoy me. I'm just trying to get from point A to point B. I don't want to talk to anyone. And it was really, I feel it was because at one point, like, I wasn't really comfortable with any of this. And, you know, sometimes you have a little bit of social anxiety. You wish that you could just live your life without talking to anyone. But I recently realized the beauty of it and the fact that it's actually, hey, this is people trying to connect, and it's not people trying to do anything negative or anything like that. These are people with a positive outlook. They see you, they see a dog, they think the dog is cute. They want to talk to you about it. You know, it actually makes me feel better about, you know, my relationship that I have with my dog. Makes me feel great about the fact that, hey, I decided to go outside, and if that put a smile on someone's face, well, that's a good thing. And, you know, that kind of thing. And I know it sounds very trivial, but this is something you can apply to so many other things in life. So, you know, at first, to not let something bother us, we need to change the definition of what really should bother us or not. So that's something I want to apply in 2019. And there's so many other tools that I have that I in my tool shed that I can't wait to use when these situations are going to arise. So I'm going back to work soon as well. So after a year off, I'm going to have to tackle this challenge. And this is how I see it, as a challenge. And I want to be able to do it, and to be able to do it positively, and to be able to go through it. And of course, keep talking to you guys and let you know how well this has been so far. I know I've been kind of like rambling and hitting you guys with a lot of things that happened during the year. Of course, you can always visit the other playlists to be able to kind of catch up on what these things really are. If you want to have more details on whichever procedures that I talked about when it comes to the keratoconus, you can always view the keratoconus playlist. And if ever you want to hear about the bipolar disorder, you can always view the bipolar disorder playlist. Now, I'm going to wish you guys, of course, a great holiday. I hope that you have a great outlook on 2019. I hope that you have great resolutions and that you're going to stick by them. I hope I'm going to be able to do the same thing. So I'm going to make my list in about a minute, and I'll be back to see you guys at a later time. As always, thank you very much for your time. Click like on this video if you like this video. Subscribe to be able to see more, and have a great holidays, y'all. Bang. Bang, 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 bang.